Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Trails Beyond the Horizon. In the last part, we finished up all the 4 SPGs around the city, and all that kind of fun stuff. We took on the 7th domain of the garden, and now we're off to do some connection events. So let's bang those out real fast. Let's send out my gifts to everybody.
大切にしますね。
もらってやるよ。ありがとう。大事にするよ。
ありがたく頂戴するよ。大切にさせてもらうわね。
Alright, so we got Miss Fairy, we got Rosette, we got Quatre. Quatre's zagging behind. Well, Quatre and Judith are, so let's make those two a priority. Let's see what Quatre's up to. Quatre's been holed up in this room for a while now. It's really quiet in there. Hey, Quatre, you there?
バンさん、何か用?
My bad, were you sleeping? It's nothing important or anything. Wait, is it just me or do you sound kind of different?
そんなことないと思うけど.
No, your voice definitely sounds higher pitched. Did you catch a cold or something? You should probably take your temperature. I'm telling you, Quatre is a girl. I'm telling you, there's a reason why Quatre doesn't want to share a bath with the males. And the voice is it's clearly a female. I'm coming in. Quatre. I knew it! See? I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! Fucking knew it since the first game. Sorry, I had a hunch something was wrong.
言わなかった僕が悪いんだし.
I fucking knew it.
さすがに誰にも言いづらくてさ、女の子になっちゃったなんて.
Oh, wait, he suddenly turned to a girl? Wait, how does this even happen?
普段は1割程度だったのが6割ほどに強まったみたいでさ.
I've heard cases of apparent hormonal imbalance that can change parts of the body. What universe changes parts of the body? Well, your whole body is different. I think this has to do with the whole angel thing. Yes, physiological imbalance that can affect my body. Psychological balance. I don't know. Does it work that way? I don't know if it works that way. I was especially unstable with when Gran took me in. This kind of thing happened really frequently. But then Essie helped her design a safe stabilizer, which I take regularly. I had no idea. I can only get in touch with Essie or Gran. It's just none of my calls are going through. It's no wonder he's unstable. With all these things happening behind the scenes, and his family possibly being connected with all. Sorry for dumping all this on you. This isn't the first time this has happened, and I feel it's fine, so you don't have to worry. Usually my body returns to normal just as quick as it changes. Does it really work like that? I don't know if it works like that at all. Yeah, I just need to constantly calm and write things out. I just hope I can go back to normal before anyone else sees me. I don't think I'm ready for Agnes or the others to see me like this yet. Anything I can do to help? I'm sure you want to get back to normal as soon as possible, right? Consider this my way of making up for barging in. That's alright. You were just worried about me. Although I suppose that combat might be a challenge to the use of this body. We better figure out a solution pronto. If you're cool with it, we better go to the hospital and talk to a specialist or something. Vaughn. Well, if you insist, I'll let you meddle like you always do. So, Quatre agreed to let Vaughn and help him get back to his own normal self as soon as possible. With Quatre's permission, he went to the hospital to find someone who might be able to help. I'm telling you, Quatre's a girl. I think I've got just the thing. I heard the police saying they found some dog that Dr. Grant left behind during their investigation. Apparently, he'd been purchasing all manner of medicines through illicit channels. And one of the drugs listed in his inventory was a brand new hormone regulator developed in Remiferia. Really? That sounds perfect. What was the document planning to do with something like that? It has its uses in what the fuck kind of name is that? Otorrhinolargin. What? Is that even a word? Excuse me? Who fucking comes up with these names and these science terms? I don't think that's even a word. Otorrhinolaryngology? Is that even a fucking word? Ear, nose, throat treatments, so I doubt it has anything to do with the drugs of the incident. You may have been bonded before you went mad. Never mind. It hurts to think about the man he used to be. In any event, it sounds like the police haven't found the medicine in question yet. So I think there's a chance he might have stored it in that underground facility. That's as good a lead as any. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go take a look. How do you explain to the doctor, hey, I suddenly turned into a girl? What medicine can I take to get rid of these symptoms? How do you explain that to a doctor? I want to know what Vaughn had to say to the doctor. I want to know now. After that, the pair spoke with Inspector Daswani. Okay, they're gonna search the parts of the underground and the police that had yet to investigate. I'm not seeing what we're looking for. What about you? No, nothing. I don't remember even seeing anything when we were here either. There could have been hidden rooms that haven't turned up yet. Guess I better try raising the sensitivity of my shard search then. I'll help too. Thanks, you guys. Crap, my bad. I'm walking too fast, huh? Sorry. Stamina's not what it used to be. I need to get back to normal quick. Hey, no need to panic. If the cause is psychological, then you should try to relax. Here, I'll match your pace. We can take our time looking for those meds.
ありがとう、バンさん。なんだろう。今日のバンさん、いつもより。
I knew it! Look at this data! There's a secret room in this area. Alright, let's go. Oh. Quatre! The fuck is that? Leave this to me. Yeah, I had no idea those things were still hanging around here. You better be quick. Let's go, Quatre. Hey, you okay? Crap, don't tell me you got hurt. I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh boy. What's going on? But oh jeez. The hormones! This is the room. Then, just outside the drug lab, huh? You can tell the doc was pretty conflicted. And ain't that the medicine off the list? Yes, I'm sure of it. That's the new hormone medicine that's developed in Remiferia. According to the specialist, taking it could hasten your transformation. Right, there's a strong possibility that that's the case. And there shouldn't be any side effects, even if it isn't my usual stabilizer. Now I can finally go back. You don't have to if you don't want to, you know. Huh? I mean, it'll probably work, but there's no guarantee. Besides, whether you're a man or a woman, one or the other, there's no good or bad about any of it. Besides, it wasn't so much trouble getting here that you got what it takes to make the effort worthwhile. The choice is all yours. On. After that, round watchers share their findings with Inspector Daswani aiding the sleep. What is this? Wait, they went to Daswani? So, he saw Quatre looking like that. Alright, I got so many questions. Well, that's a surprise. I didn't think it would work so fast. It shouldn't normally. Imagine it's more effective in my unique circumstances. How How does a hormone medicine, you know, do that? Like, what kind of shit is in this medicine? I want to know this. A medicine that changes the person's pitch of their voice, changes, you know, their physical, you know. I want to know this. Like, what the fuck? I'm just glad I'm back to normal. Oh, you really? Maybe it's just me, but it looked like you were hesitating back there. Just for a moment. Felt like it's gonna be kind of a waste to go back. Wouldn't it be sort of fun to stay that way? Boy, you really put all that stuff behind you, huh? I won't pretend I'm over my insecurities. That I'm not worried anymore. My body provides endless quandaries. But right now, I'm fine with who I am. And that makes me happy.
どんな姿でもどんなあり方でも僕は僕だって言ってくれる。そんなみんなとバンさんたちと出会えたおかげかな。だからありがとう。
That goes without saying. Didn't tell you already. You figured this out on your own. You didn't look away from the truth. You held on. No matter how much it hurt, you moved forward. And I'm damn proud of you for it. Anyway, if something else like this happens again, don't hesitate to come to me. I bet Agnes and Rosette would be happy too.
そうさせてもらうよ。バンさんってたまにデリカシーないもんね。
Did you have to ruin the moment?
戻るのがもったいないか。どうしてそう思ったのかは胸にしまっておこうかな。
Okay, I bet you do. Alright. Judith's next in line. Come now, you really don't have to help out when you got so much going on. I'm not forcing myself to do anything I don't want to, Mom. Honestly, everything else I've got going on is why I don't want to do some deliveries. I might notice something. Besides, someone I want to check on. Ah, I see. Him. Well then, I suppose I'll have to accept your aid. Just try not to mess up. It's been a while since you've done deliveries. I'll be fine. Jeez, you're such a worrywart. If you say so. I haven't heard of that 100 times before. Yeah, well, I wish you the best of luck. Oh, I didn't see you come in. Yo, heading out. Talk about perfect timing. I am, you're coming with me. Lucky me. Well, I did hear you ladies talk. God, man, I'm kind of curious about what's going on around your hometown, so I'll join you. Phew, that's the 4th delivery. Just one left. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. Mom's place is so popular, but I'd have thought there'd be more tourists. Clientele seems mostly local. Yeah, we never did make a point of advertising that the bar was run by a famous person, after all. Grandma liked to say that if we relied on our fame and the customers, we'd lose sight of what's really important. Smart woman. I think you haven't helped out with like this in a while. I've been pretty busy the last few years, you know? And whenever I do go and get a chance to come back home, it's never very long. Still, I like to help when I can. It gives me a chance to catch up with the community. But enough chit-chat. How about we get a move on them? Let's see, the last delivery is for Herman. I'm worried about him. What's his deal? He's an older fellow from the neighborhood who's always been nice to me, even back when I was just a little munchkin. I think he even has friends. He was friends with my dad when he was younger, so we go back a long ways. It's just he's getting on in years, and his brain's starting to go. I feel this will be a perfect chance to check on him. What is it? Nah, just I don't think you've ever mentioned your dad before. I made it a point not to pry, but is he? Oh, yeah, no, he's totally alive and well. He's not married to Mom, but he always drops by it at least once a year. Oh, is that right? My bad. I've heard relationships like that aren't uncommon in showbiz. So does your old man work in entertainment too? Yeah, he's a script writer. Still working too. And old Herman used to be a novelist, which is how the two of them got to know one another. Mom was still acting back then, so since they both got their own sources of income, they probably didn't think there was a reason to get married. Though I suppose our other job might have prevented them from trying to not. I don't know how much Dad knows, but I think he's come to terms with the situation. I see. That works out for your mom as a both performer and as a broadcast. Exactly. I know our family was kind of unique, but at the end of the day, he's still my dad and super important to me. Now then, enough about him. Let's get this delivery done. Herman, it's Judith from La Nuit de Chat Noir. I'll have delivery for you. This Siggy's in. I wonder what's up. I heard he's been found wandering at night lately. Kinda worried. Sounds like you better sniff him out. Didn't you come here because you were concerned? Sure enough, let's try and find him. When older folks like him start wandering around, they usually go to places they used to frequent. Or so I've heard. Better start the river then. Back in the day, he used to go fishing there while writing the notes for his latest projects. Hey, is that the guy? Whoa, hold up, he's about to... Phew, I didn't expect you to use your powers like that. Good thing nobody spotted you. Not to toot my own horn, but I move pretty quickly. Which can lead you to making pretty mistakes, too. You're so annoying. Look, everything's fine, so why split the details? More importantly, Herman, are you alright? We're about to walk straight into the river. Oh my, is that you, Judith? You've all grown up. Is your acting career going well? What are you saying, Herman? I just saw you last year. Never mind, I'm just glad you're okay. This whole time really not gonna comment on her weird getup. Anyhow, I brought your food. Do you remember ordering this? Of course I do. The pie from your place is just the best. I felt bad after having delivered, so I was going to head over to your restaurant to pick it up myself. Well, you really didn't need to do that. Now, come on, let's get you home, Herman. After making sure that the old man got home safely, the two finished their deliveries. And then returned to La Nuit de Chat Noir, where Chloe provided them with a few more drinks as a thanks. You did well, considering it's been a while since you've run deliveries, Judith. And thanks for helping out, Vaughn. Here, Judith, your favorite herbal tea, and some of our special hot cocoa for you, Vaughn. Oh, thanks, Mom. Don't be afraid to ask me for help with stuff, do you know? I swear, you really do get ahead of yourself. As you can see, my daughter can be a bit rash, so I'd appreciate if you can keep an eye on her. Hey, now, your daughter's been saving my butt. Watching out for her is the least I can do.
Mama ったらよろしくなんて。まるで私がバンに面倒を見てもらってるみたいじゃないの。
Let's not pretend it can't be a huge headache. And even if you weren't, you've still practically moved into Montmartre at this point.
まあそういう意味じゃお世話になってると言えなくもないけど。私もさすがに最初はここまでの付き合いになるとは思わなかったわ。
That makes two of us. Well, I guess it's thanks to you that I met people in showbiz. Thanks to that, all's well that ends well, eh?
そうでなくとも、こんな一流女優とお近づきになれたってだけでもお得でしょ?
You do realize you're talking about yourself, right? But seriously, when I think back on it, the way you live your life really has saved my ass a bunch of times. Which is to say, you got my thanks.
あら、あんたにしては随分首相ね。とはいえ、私も今の足場を。いえ、今のあり方を手に入れられたのはあんたのおかげよ。 玄野の猫として他と組むのは初めてだと思うけど、あんたやみんながいるからこそうまくいってるし。
Everything give and take, huh? Guess it's a little late to be realizing that now. Realizing that though. Anyhow, I'll be counting you as usual, Judith.
ええ、まさか実家ぐるみの付き合いになるとは思わなかったけれど、これからもうまいことやっていきましょう、バン。
And so, after once and for again from the odd bonding shared, they returned to respective evenings in Anchorville. Hey. Alright, got one more to do. Who's next? Who's gonna be the lucky lady? That! I wanna know why she's freezing up. Rosette? I wanna know why. I wanna know why she's freezing up against the executors. Because this happened like 2 or 3 times already. Oh yes, you must be the ones who reach out. Pardon the intrusion. Sorry about reaching out in the middle of the night. Please think nothing of it. The doors of the 17th church are always open. And this is an ailment of the heart, then it's best to be dealt with sooner rather than later. Please tell me all about what ails you. Let's see. Your body freezes under specific conditions. First thing that comes to mind is PTSD. Psychological trauma, huh? But I have no memories of your past, I recall. But though your memories might escape you, they are rarely lost in their entirety. Even if you cannot recall them, they remain in your consciousness, affecting your body and mind. It sounds to me like what you're feeling is a deep-seated fear that you once experienced in your past. A deep-seated fear? So, anything she can do about it? Not as such, no. If she suffered only from memory loss, perhaps, but psychological trauma requires careful treatment. Normally, your only option would be to consult a professional and undergo months of therapy. Normally, you say. You may have another option. Rosette. Freezing up in fear in our line of work could be fatal. As Arkwright Solutions concierge, I cannot afford to hold them back. Please, can you tell what I need to do, so I can prepare for the future? I wouldn't normally recommend this, but there is something we can try if you insist. It's thaumaturgy, isn't it? I've seen it used a few times before. If I recall, its effects are brought about through prayer and some considered to be more natural and fundamental form of orbital arts. Yes, though the general public is largely unaware of thaumaturgy's existence. By using unconscious mind, one can summon forth old memories. However, in case of deep psychological trauma, there is a risk of making those wounds worse. If you still wish, I do. Please. Rosette. I'm sorry for being selfish, but I have to do this. If thaumaturgy can lead to some kind of improvement, I cannot ask for more. And I know that no matter what, you'll be there for me, Mr. Arkwright. You'll be strong-willed in the wildest ways. But I guess you have to be working with me all this time. Thank you, Father, if you would. Alright, but if things go dangerous, I will stop immediately. In the name of she who dwells above, who I hold this consecrated septium. Space is golden glow, consciousness is silver glow. Call to heed the fragments of this woman's memory from the depths of their suppression. Rosette? Deep breaths. Are you alright? Why? You appear to be drained. Sorry to put you through something so frightening. It would be dangerous to dig deeper. Let's call it a day for now. Yeah. After Rosette calmed down, they gave their thanks to the bishop and left the church. But they had made a stop before heading back to the rest of the group. Thank you for waiting. So she's encountered those monsters before. So maybe it's because of those monsters that she ended up being, you know, having her whole body destroyed. Maybe. I mean, that would line up to trauma. Yeah, thanks a bunch. Feeling any better? Yes, thank you. Aren't you gonna ask about the memories I saw? Without Mirabelle around? Nah, I'd feel bad. She's the one who's been invested in your past since the beginning. I do not think she would mind. To be completely forthcoming, none of the details were concrete. Not where I was, the situation I was in, or who was accompanying me. However, at the end, there's no doubt that I felt a wave of terror. I do believe that to be the source of my trauma, the memory that causes me to shrink in fear. And yet, the one I witnessed before was full of warmth, full of voices and that seemed familiar, and a great weight. I apologize. Must be completely bewildered. Hey, don't worry about me. What's important is that now you know you got those memories inside you. You're right.
いつの頃からか心のどこかでかすかに考えるようになったことがあります。私という人間は本当に存在しているのかと。MK 社で目覚めた時、記憶も体も故郷も確かなものは何も。ご存知の通り、この擬態に感じられる感覚も決して完全とは言えません。全てが機械と計器によって再現された。それでもミラベルとバン様たちと出会うことで、ようやく私は私になれたと思います。ですが、本当は私にもあったのですね。確かな過去が。きっと私のことを大切に思ってくれていた人たちとの思い出が。
Yep, and even if those memories came back because of your trauma, that's just further proof that you're you. Proof that you had to fight through your fear to claim them. Happy for you reset.
はい。ですが、本当のことを言えば、怖くてたまりませんでした。過去を思い出すことで、築き上げてきた今の私が失われてしまうかもしれないと。それでも挑めたのは、バン様が、あなたがそばにいてくれたおかげです。
I didn't do a thing. Besides, now you know you got a past, things are just getting started. When things settle down, you'll have to start looking for clues as to who you really are.
はい。ミラベルや多くの方々の手も借りて、その時はぜひ頼らせてくださいませ。
Naturally. So the two pair of you enjoyed their cocktail at Chino's bar. Alright. So she encountered those beasts before, and maybe that's partly the reason why she has a prosthetic. Maybe that's the reason why she has a prosthetic body now. I mean, it would certainly align to trauma. That she can't recall. Alright, let's continue the story. Backups arrived, they're already on the move. Even if it won't be until tomorrow, it's assuring that you're coming as well. Truly appreciate it. Guess that takes care of that, huh? In that case, we just have to hold down the fort until then. Though now that means Edda's going to be undermanned during a critical time. Yeah, Hazel and Xenophore discussed that particular issue with me. May create a temporary delay in response times, but I don't think we need to worry about the capital. For real? Well, that's a relief. Well, there were a few conditions that came with this exchange, but as the saying goes, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Hey, sorry to barge in like this. Let's hope we can do a little info swap. And no secret keeping here. Said the Ultimate Keeper's secrets. You're one of the braces from Edda. Yeah, when the ongoing crisis in Anchorville, they sent me here as backup. In my case, I'm on loan from the Longlight branch, but I was originally meant to help the Edda folks. That's not important, though. I heard you exposed a dirty little secret tucked away in the hospital's underground, Spriggan. I imagine you must have a great deal of interesting things to share, given your recent trials. I'd be all too happy to listen to anything you're willing to tell me, and I can offer you some more info in return. That about sums up what happened in the belly of the underground facility. Though, FYI, the whole organic nanomachine of it is still just a working theory at this point. Well, that puts a few things into perspective. I appreciate you informing us of this, Mr. Arkwright. As for us, we're currently summoning some of the most proficient bracers from the capital and other places. Our joint investigation of the police regarding the hospital is also making headway, and the police are also calling considerable reinforcements. Now that you confirmed that group is operating in the city, it's no surprise the police are gearing up big time. Wow, allocating some resources to this is a fairly monumentous decision. Indeed. However, as I recall, support was being sent to the capital from here only a few days ago. I never imagined such a large number of personnel would be mobilized here, especially at so critical a time. Don't worry, I don't believe there's any need for concern. In any event, the Guild is making the final deployment preparations in advance of the launch tomorrow. The timing of many things appears to be lining up quite well. Huh? Either way, since we can't rely on Zen, I think this is the best contingency plan we've got. Wait, what's going on with Zen? Is he occupied with something? I don't have the full story myself, just a few bits and pieces. Only know that Guild HQ in Le Mans decided to send him elsewhere. Imagine he's en route to his destination as we speak. That means that Elaine's the only one embracing the Edith right now. Maybe these are the conditions of the exchange that Gotta mentioned a minute ago. Okay, cool. Thanks for bringing us up to speed. Seems like there'll be a lot of familiar faces among the fresh batch of bracelets on our way. That'll make things easier. It's true that you guys are coming to clutch for everyone in atypical scenarios like this one. And that way, I'm glad we have you here to lend us a hand. And a fist or two if need be. Not to mention your valuable intelligence. To that end, we give our thanks for what you've given us today. I apologize that we could not offer something equal value in return. Nah, getting the load on the guild situation is a fair trade. Looking forward to doing business with you in the future, Mr. Former A-Ranker. Oh boy. Alright, we guys got discussing down here. Hey, got you here before you. Man, it's a quite shame this place doesn't serve alcohol. Oh no, whatever we do. Anyway, how's it going, you guys? Things make the trek from Tharbad. I was pretty surprised to hear you two were coming all the way out here. What, you squander your mirror in Tharbad's casino and come to beg for more? I'm not that shameless. Cheeky little... Stumbled upon some fascinating pieces of intel fresh off the grapevine Tharbad. It seemed related to what you guys were looking into, so we thought we'd come to pass it on. Oh? Let's hear it. So there's a strong possibility that the agave you found underneath the hospital was sent from Tharbad after all. Yeah, the likelihood is pretty high. A little while ago we got word that an unmarked shipment was sent from somewhere near the Tharbad area via a roundabout route. It was also thoroughly covered up. We have no idea what was even in the shipment, let alone who sent it. We had our feelers out because of an unrelated investigation, so it was just a coincidence that we happened to pick up on this. Still, I can't believe it was connected to the AD group. I know, and somehow it got boosted by the white replica too. Turned back to green after everything was said and done, but I never thought it could do something like that. If only we could have relayed this to you sooner. No. Even if we had. Seems like there's something else that's bugging you guys. You could say that. That a guy was apparently something Almana ferreted out and used to run nefarious ends. The CID and Alzheimer's royal family thoroughly suppressed reports and discovered the drugs with ingredients. These people know of it and are using it like Amana did. Just who the hell are these people? Ah, yes, it is rather perplexing. I feel like those masked people know way more about what's going on behind the scenes than they should. Incidentally, drug refinement and ingredient extraction aren't easy processes to replicate, but clearly they have some means of accomplishing it. They definitely have some backdoor dealings going around, that's for sure. You guys look like you're raring to get in on the action. Might have to rely on those keen, informed senses of yours. Anytime, you can leave it to us. We've heard about what you guys are looking into too. We'll also be sharing what we learned from Bonnie as we continue investigating stuff on our end. If we catch anything on our net, we'll be sure to share the spoils. Shortly afterwards... Vaughn, your Zypha's ringing. Why does it sound so weird though? Huh, look, the two people are trying to call me at the same time. Marduk and Jack, huh? Might be the best answer both at once.
Oh, Vaughn. MK と被ったが。とりあえず臭そうなネタをいくつかは引き当てたぞ。
なかなか仕事が早いや。うちの方もある程度絞り込めたで。通信で伝えるのもなんやから一度戻ってきてほしいとこやけど。ああ、ならこっちが合流しようか。確か黒猫亭ってとこだよね。
Mm-hmm. Nueve de Chat Noir. That's the name of the sign. This should give us a good chance to compare notes too. Alright, sounds like a plan. We'll meet up when we're ready for a break. Feel free to head over before us. Got it. I think I'll just stop by Shina's to grab a mojito before. Gonna move on already. She's gotten well trained, I see. Never a dull moment with those two. Anyway, you'll probably find me on one of the first floor when you get there. Need to refuel, you know. Enjoy your break. See ya. Exchange intel has been added to the travel. I'm all ready to go. I'm all ready to go, boys! Probably a good idea to invite the guild inspector too. Inspector too. Fawn also might be involved, but it's a bit hard to get read on what's happening in Tharbad. Guess it did sound like he'd be here until tomorrow, though. Maybe I'll ask Aaron to update him on the situation.
Naruhodo. くさびのつもりか。司祭はわからぬがよくできているようじゃ。あと一幕、いや二幕か。果たして超えられるかはわからぬが。末弟子との約束もある。すまぬが、かの地へ向かわせてもらうぞ。枷の抗い人、運命を継がんとする者よ。汝らの選びし道の先に光ささんことを。
More words of mysterious knowledge, wisdom, whatever you want to call it, from the man himself. So that's the deal. I had a feeling that might have been the case with how many people came, Fawn included. I wonder if Hay is preparing for something to happen in the city. Yeah, I think there's no question about that. To confirm the situation, Langport thinks that Brahmani, and it does appear to be connected to their activities here. But what they're trying to accomplish is anyone's guess. Considering Heiyu was involved in yesterday's mass, too, maybe it was something to do with your case. Could be, but until I know what relationship that martial arts jackass has with Heiyu, I can't say for sure. If we were to gain some understanding of Heiyu's intentions, it could not narrow down the field regarding that areas of researching. I'm certain we can. Whatever it is we're preparing for, there must be a starting point. Right, although it did take some time due to the bogus info that Instigator guy planted. With some help from Rabani, we've eliminated any dummy locations from the equation. And we got it down to 2 spots. Their data mostly matched up with the conclusions Marduk's AI arrived at, so I'd say it's credible enough. Though we don't have the results of the threat load evaluation just yet. You see, I can't help but wonder why it's taken so long to calculate that. Still, if you've never done the hideout's location, at least we can take action. Ah, they're here. Please come in. Alright then. Oh hey, did the police and the guild learn anything new? Afraid not. There hasn't been much progress on our end. We just came to keep you in the loop on what's going on. The police requested assistance from the CID, but to no one's surprise, they turned it down. Bringing police reinforcements are limited to those currently arriving on the scene, and communication with other government entities is non-existent. That's why we're focusing on investigation on the islands that were confiscated that hard possible. Gotcha. I think the CID is due for a rebrand. They ought to swap the D and C, the C and D, you know, to better conflict their image. I see. I see what he did there. Oh, I see what he did there. At least they sent you despite being so late in the game. I assume the Gatos filled you in to some extent in this situation. Elaine's supposed to arrive at some point too, but that may take a bit before she gets here. Oh yeah? Happy to hear she's joining for the fun parade. Still, we don't know what's going to happen or when, so we just can't sit on our hands waiting for her. Additionally, I went to City Hall with the guild earlier to talk with the city's departments. I asked for help in combing the wide area that the secret leads into those messages. That said, I guess you didn't find anything unusual about the City Hall. Wait, what? I know you briefly touched on this a moment ago, but regarding those two potential hideouts, could one of them be City Hall? Yeah. Our AI, Jack and Hale, pinpointed that as a front runner. Seriously? There? I didn't find that place even the slightest bit suspicious when we stopped by earlier. Don't look at me, I'm just the messenger gal. Though the uncertain variable, there's a chance the calculations are off. Okay, what's the second possibility? That would be the Anchorville Logistics Center. We and Marduk are in agreement there. It's a facility in the outskirts of town, but it's managed by a major logistics company. Always a large number of people working there. It might seem like an odd choice of her hiding spot, but we think that also makes it an effective cover. That makes sense, especially when you factor in how easy it would be for malefactors to slip in amongst the swath of employees. Not to manage the high headcount as a byproduct of the increased distribution needs required by the launch. Maybe the people even control are sneaking in by hiding them in those huge trucks. That possibility is completely passed me by. Unfortunately, we'll need a warrant to enter the premises. Then let's get on that right away. Then we'll split up into groups and check. The hell? They must be reacting to something. The timing was nearly simultaneous to that of the Genesis and the Replica's reactions. Maribel, do you see this? Sure do. The AI's risk calculations for each area are fluctuating like crazy. No mistaking it. Right now, the place with the highest threat value is the logistics center. Everyone, look, the laptop. What the?
クライド、相変わらずノレイのみてえな花じゃねえか。ま、MK にクソギャンブラー、バーテン崩れのチャチャもあったようだが。今宵決した宴の場、鍵当てたのならば褒美に招待してやる。風まといしスプリガントやら。未熟なる赤毛の小僧にそれ以外もな。つってもたどり着けたらだがな。とっておきの若い夜、せいぜいのたうち回りながら楽しみやがれや。
おいおい、今のが赤毛の小僧だと。
ハッキングやと MK のシステムにやってくれるやんか。
記念公園に現れた武教者に 新顔の煽り屋というやつか。
それに今の場所はちょうど話に出た。
間違いありません。郊外にあるエル馬車の物流倉庫前です。
今のは動力ドローンの映像。でも最後に赤く霞んでいたのは
赤い夜とか抜かしてたけど。って色が赤に？はい、今の映像の最中からです。
気をつけろ、何かが来るぞ。
皆さん、月が。
Oh boy.
赤いもや、いや霧か。
市外からじゃないわ。市内の各所から響いている。広域センサーにも反応。しかも汚染された魔獣みたい。
冗談じゃない。
テロを起こすつもりか。いかん。
霧がどんどん広がって。
レジーナ、今どこにいる？ああ、手分けして対処するぞ。
こちらダスワニだ。死刑は住民避難を優先で頼む。化け物にはショットガンを許可する。ただし民間人は絶対に巻き込むな。
先行して動く。できればそっちもカバーしてくれ。
だが現況は物流倉庫のようだ。どちらを取るか一旦お前らに任せる。
ああ、状況を見て連絡する。
ならこっちも可能な限りのサポートをさせ。
おお、動力ドローンってやつか。
なんだっていい。頼れるもんは頼らせてもらうぞ。
どうすんだバン。
物流倉庫への最短ルートは聖堂脇の東口みたいだけど。
陽動の可能性もある。まずは市内の状況を確認、フォローする。ギルドと警察に任せられそうだったら物流倉庫に向かうぞ。
うわ、怪我した人への応急手当に避難誘導もできると思います。
ジャック、ピックアップを頼む。状況を見ながら車を回してくれ。
わかったよ。各方面への連絡もつないでやる。
連絡してくれたらいつでも車を届けるから。ママ、逃げ遅れた人がいたらお店で保護してあげて。ええ、任せなさい。うちもドローンでサポートする。キバリやリゼット、解決屋たち。ええ、ミラベルも頼みます。
そんじゃ行くぞ。
No boy.
視界が悪いな。街全体に広がっていやがる。手早く回るぞ。各自ただ働きにならねえよう記録しておけ。
なあ、もういちいち悪ぶらなくていいから。取りこぼさないようにというのも含めてですよね。
Nice.
完成するぜ。
休憩しましょう。バックアップします。今です。続きます。
Not the
手伝う
waves.
よ。
せや、
ここだ。
いや、援護するわ。
Look at that amazing XP.
かかってきな。もらった。完成するぜ。
経験します手伝うよおまけでここだ終わりだ
Deadlands!
アニエス
Ow.
援護するわ
チャンスだ決めろテリー
アニエスさんいや援護するわ行くわよそこで頼んだわバーさん
Of course I miss.
お返しだ
甘いわ敵は取ります炎よバックアップしますドライブ開始バックアップしますフォローいたします
加勢するぜ
せやや姉さん好きあり頼んだわバンさん
Vaughn! Oh, he's blinded, that's why he's missing. Makes sense.
おまけでいるんだ合わせるわせいや今ですもらったわパワーアップです
Wait.
了解です
よし
了解です
Can't go that way. Wait, I can't go this way.
赤い障壁この霊視パターンはどうやら不術による結界のようですね西側から回り込みましょう
手強いが絶対に切り抜けるぞレジーナ
ええハルビスこんなところで負けられない
Backing you up. You all came. Sorry to see the spotlight out from under you. Trust me, you can have it. Give us a hand, everyone. We'll beat these guys in one go. Oh, where's Regina at? What the fuck? That's just rude. Frick! I killed him. Glad you all came. Looks like I found myself in near debt once again. Don't fret over it. As long as you return the favor eventually, we're good. So, you're protecting the bank, right? Yeah, the guild members have split up to assist with evacuation efforts. Zhao Ling's group is working with some locals to get evacuees from their homes and other establishments to safety. Oh, thank goodness. A Calvin bank should be well equipped to handle a crisis like this, so I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll be fine for a while. That said, I don't see Fawn or other Haiti members here. Yeah, it seems they vanished around when this all started going down. They left behind a short message saying the building can be used as an evacuation shelter. Wait, does that mean they left? Well, I don't really have to do things as they see fit. But in any event, we have more concerns at the moment. Yeah, they can do their own thing. We'll do ours. So, mind if we can consider it to you? Of course! We'll tell the evacuees are safe. We'll be doing another round of the city to make sure no one else is left behind. If you find out what's going on here, let me know. And don't do anything too reckless, you hear me? Yeah, I got it. Shit, we're getting close to time, so I thought I was gonna wrap. I was trying to wrap this all up and get to the next get to the next like dungeon area before the end of the chapter, but I guess I'm not gonna be able to do it at this part. So I'm wrapping it up here. When we come back, we will finish purging the city, and we will head off to the logistics center. So, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you then. Later.